Welcome to my video about my morning routine. In this video, I'm sharing my morning routine that's helped me gain energy, shift my focus, and prioritize things that are really important to me in my life. It's been a work in progress. It's been something that I've been working on for years, with phases of success, phases of inconsistency. It's kind of an ebb and flow. It just comes and goes. And something that I was missing was understanding that it's something that I have to do every single day without fail. Every day I need to do a morning routine because every single day I need to set myself up for success, for mindfulness, for awareness. And it took me a while to get to this point because I thought that I didn't need to do it every day. I thought that it could be every other day or when, I'm feeling like it that day. But it has to be every day. And the reason you need to do it every day is because 95% of who we are by the time we're middle-aged is our habits. This is something that I learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza. He is amazing. If you want to research him, he talks about consciousness and elevation of consciousness and energy, and the fact that if we want to become different and if we want to attract new things into our life, we have to be conscious of our thoughts and of our daily actions and how they influence and affect our decision-making process and overall well-being. So now I'm going to share what I do on a daily basis to stay aware, to understand my emotions, to feel good, and build my dream life. So, something that you didn't see in the video was that my morning routine starts the night before. I leave my phone in the kitchen. I do not bring it into the bedroom. I am so strict with myself on it because I know that if I bring it into the bedroom, I'm going to check a notification or I'm going to doom scroll and I'm not going to be able to fall asleep well. So instead, I bring in my Kindle, I use my Hatch alarm, and I just zen out before bed. With reading, with calmness, maybe I could put on some lotion, get a candle going. I love the Hatch alarm because it allows you to select different soundscapes and different lights for ambiance, and you can just really play with it and make it your own. I know it's really fancy. I got it for Valentine's Day, but you don't need to get that fancy. You can set your own routine. And if you're worried about an alarm clock in the morning, you can use your Apple Watch or you can buy a regular alarm clock. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Or you can even leave your phone on your dresser, for example, so that it's out of reach, so that you're not reaching for it first thing. Actually, it might even be better because as your alarm rings, you're gonna get up out of bed right away to turn it off and then get on with your day. But my morning routine starts the night before. What I do in the morning is then I wake up, first thing I do, I go brush my teeth because I cannot stand the feeling of morning breath and I need to get it clean. So I brush my teeth, I do my tongue scraping. You can research tongue scraping if you're interested. I got mine on Amazon. It's a copper one. It was maybe $10. Nothing crazy and has a lot of benefits. So after I brush my teeth, the next thing I do is I do a little stretch. And I call this activating my body. This is a concept recommended by my therapist in which you become in tune with your body by feeling through it. So, for example, what I do is a few stretches. I'll do a downward dog, I'll do a warrior one on both sides with arm stretches in between. And as I'm doing the motions, I'm feeling through them. I'm feeling where something's aching, where something's stretching a little bit more, maybe some pain somewhere, just so that you're connecting with your body first thing in the morning and not just waking up and going through the motions. So it kind of allows you to reconnect with yourself and grounds you in the present moment. After I do my stretches, I like to meditate. So in the past, I really struggled with meditating because it really takes a lot of discipline to sit with your thoughts and not move and just observe them. In addition to that, I also felt intimidated by all the different meditation practices, techniques, the wide variety of meditations online kind of felt overwhelming to me. So something that got me into meditating consistently was a book called Travel Light by Light Watkins. I really recommend you read it. I thought it was great. But in the book, he describes a meditation that's very simple, nothing fancy, and it's really straightforward. So I'm going to describe it to you. The first thing you do is you pick a comfortable position. Maybe it's lying down, maybe it's sitting against a wall, on your couch, wherever it is. You sit down or lie down and you rest your hands in a comfortable position without worrying about fancy placements, whether it's up or down, just however is comfortable, that's how you should be. And then you take 3 deep breaths in and then you meditate for 15 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes once a day. And then at the end of it, when your alarm rings, you take 3 deep breaths out and you're good to go. So I did that for a while and I really enjoy it when I just feel like I need to not listen to anything and just be here and now. But I also really enjoy Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. He has some on his website, which I will link below. And I also like meditations from this app called Huma or Huma. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it exactly. I will link it below as well. They have a bliss wave meditation, which is really great. And that's what I've been doing the past week. So really the options are endless. Choose something that works for you and try to stick to it as much as possible. And really make it a non-negotiable for every single day. For me, it's been a game changer. The reason meditating is so important is because it really allows you to observe what you're feeling that day. So whether your mind is racing, whether your mind is more calm, whether you're feeling inspired, maybe a little bit more intuitive that day. Maybe you're not really thinking about anything at all, which I'm happy for you, because for me it's nearly impossible to turn off my brain sometimes. But you're given this time to just reconnect with yourself even more, where you're getting more calm, you're getting grounded, and you're just really able to be reminded of what it is you're passionate about. You can also meditate on things. You can think about things that you want to do. You can think about ways you want to do them. Things can come to you and flow to you through meditation. So it's really this time to just reconnect, reevaluate, and be present at the same time. We are so used to just go, and we don't spend enough time in the moment, grounding and understanding of where we are today, right here, right now. So please try to meditate every single day. You will see benefits. And also read Travel Light by Light Watkins. So after I've meditated, I'm feeling calm, I'm feeling zen. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm feeling that something is pissing me off that morning and I need to journal through it. So that's the next thing I do. I journal. It took me forever to get into journaling. I tried multiple times and I just never felt the benefit of it. I don't know if I just needed to get to this phase in my life for it to become effective for me, and I need a trial and error. I'm not sure, but at this point it really feels truly therapeutic to me, and I will never go back. I journal religiously, and for me, journaling really allows me to process what I'm feeling. And the reason it's important to write things down is because in your mind, you don't think in complete sentences. So therefore, you can't really come to specific conclusions or realizations if you're not thinking in a cohesive pattern. Our brain just fires thoughts minute by minute, second by second, actually. And so for us to get a concrete idea of what we're thinking, of where we want to go, to evaluate how we're feeling, it's really great to just write it down. And then through the flow of writing, you're just thinking about whatever it is that you need to process, or maybe plan or evaluate, whatever it is. And it's really, truly amazing. I feel like I come to so many light bulb moments where I just realize things through the process of journaling, and it allows me to tweak certain habits, maybe relationships, maybe my attitude towards something, or it highlights values that I have. It's really awesome for building that awareness. And if you want to be aware, if you want to change your life, if you want to move away from the past, you need to be cognizant of how you're feeling in the moment. You need to be cognizant of your patterns, of your belief systems, of your habits. And once you become conscious of them, you're able to break away from them, or at least notice them more, so that eventually you can do the things you need to do to move on, to become better and change in the way that you want to, and show up for yourself in the way that you want to. So after you've journaled, after you've meditated, now you understand how you're feeling, what you're doing, and then you can outsource information elsewhere. So this is where reading comes in. I like to read every day. Before bed, for sure. In the morning, it can be something spiritual. It can be something related to your interests. Maybe you're trying to eat healthier and you want to read a nutrition book. Maybe you want to work out more and you want to read about fitness. Maybe you're in the mood for some fiction, or for something that can help improve your relationships, or maybe something philosophical or psychological, something that's going to inspire you and that's going to propel you forward with the plans that you're making and the things that you're doing. And reading really gets you going. It gets you excited, it gets you moving, it gets you doing the things that you want to be doing because you see how other people are doing them. So if there's something you're working on, if there's something you're passionate about, read about how other people are doing it, get inspired, and get to action. Get to working on your dreams, on your plans, on the things that you really want to be working on, and be intentional about the things that you're consuming. I also really love listening to podcasts, whether it's listening through the podcast app or listening on YouTube. It's like my form of entertainment. Instead of Netflix, I'll put on a podcast and I'll just listen and learn about other people's experiences, journeys, insights. It's really inspirational. It's motivational. It is awesome for me personally. I love it. I really recommend you look into some podcasts. Some of my favorite ones are On Purpose by Jay Shetty, the Skinny Confidential podcast, Mel Robbins, Ed Milet Show, Impact Theory, Women of Impact. There's so many good ones, and they really inspire me. I learn a lot from them. I learn how to think differently, view things differently, and I think everyone should listen to podcasts, because if you're not growing, if you're not learning, you are stagnant. You are in one place and you're never going to get anywhere you want to go if you're not doing anything to expand your knowledge, expand your horizons. Another thing that is not necessarily part of my morning routine, but is something that I've been doing consistently, is exercising. In the month of February, I religiously went to yoga. I find that yoga really, really returns me back into the moment from wherever I'm flying in the clouds. It forces you to literally be here, because otherwise you're not going to be able to do the motions, you're not going to be able to do the standing poses and certain flows because you're gone. So it physically forces you back in, and I really needed to go consistently for a period of time for me to be able to understand certain things about myself and certain changes that I needed to make so that I can move forward in a different way. And I'll be making more videos about some things that I've been able to come to as a result of having a morning routine that is reflective. I find it especially important being in my mid-20s, feeling honestly quite confused about what I want to do with my life, where I want to go, who I want to be, evaluating why my decisions have brought me to where I am today, why I'm doing certain things the way that I'm doing them. And I've come to understand that if I want to follow my passion, grow, feel happy daily, I need to do something about it. So that's kind of where my routine came in. I really, really recommend you try it. I truly think you're going to see changes if you do it consistently and if you're putting in the work to become more aware and self-conscious. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. If you've made it to the end, I know this is a long video. Please like, follow, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. Thank you. I appreciate you being here.